Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily Dvar. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Sunday, 6th day of May. Here we go. A continuation of yesterday's law. We were discussing the laws of tying and untying knots on Shabbos. Generally, you're not allowed to make a permanent knot, and you're not allowed to untie a permanent knot. What if it happens that your shoes, for one reason or another, ended up in a double permanent knot, and it's incredibly uncomfortable for you? Are you stuck like that the rest of Shabbos? Can't get the shoe off without untying it? The halacha is that if it is uncomfortable for you with the shoe tied that way, the halacha is that you are allowed, because of that situation, to untie the shoe. Thanks for that. Now, secondly, sometimes when you're tying a knot, inadvertently, by mistake, you end up tying a knot, a permanent knot, but it's a mistake. So, like that happens with your shoes sometimes. You just fiddling with your shoes, and all of a sudden you find that you have a double knot and say, oh my gosh. So the halacha is if it not even if it's just, but if you ended up with an accidental double knot, the halacha is that it's allowed to be untied. It wasn't intended as a permanent double knot, it just ended up happening, and the halacha is that a permanent double knot that happened by accident is allowed to be untied. One more for you, and that is, what if it happens that sometimes certain cuts of meat come from the butcher and they're all tied up with string to hold the roast together? Or I don't know so much about it, but you do sometimes see pieces of meat, even cooked or whatever, that have string around them, and they're knotted. So don't untie the knots. That's like really messy, and anyway, it's crazy. But what about cutting the string that's going to end up just basically bypassing and undoing all the knots? That's an act of eating. And so if you're just going to cut string to get to your food, that is something that you're allowed to do. In general, I'll just veer off of our topic for a moment. You want to tear open a bag to get the food that's inside, you're allowed. But a lot of you out there know, and I'll just say it for those who might not know, when you tear, you should be careful not to tear across written or printed words, because that's viewed as erasing, believe it or not. So yes, you can open bags, tear them open, but be careful, try not to tear them along the words. Thanks for logging on. Log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.